Maui ahead of the Sydney Dingoes right now, 15-4 on Carrington. As we look from Hawk's point of view, nasty heady. Here's a two-piece as Hawk gets taken off of the hill right now, and now Freeze coming in doing a little house cleaning. It is Hold My Coffee. I have Hyperactive with me tonight, and here we go. We got 10 seconds left on this P1, 23-4 in favor of the Maui Chums. As Hyper, we're getting ready to hit this P2.
Yeah, we're already getting over to P2, and I tell you what, the Sydney Dingoes are already getting themselves situated and comfortable over there, but that rotation from the Maui Chums, well, that's going to come thick and fast. Freeze going to be the first one to push in, not going to work all too well. I tell you what, Coffee, that hold from the get-go, it's daunting, and it's looking extremely strong.
It is, as everybody over here at this, at the satellite, or not the satellite, the radar dish, but you got Kookie up in the, oh, God, gets America for the two-piece, but gets mowed down by Hawk. And then Hawk gets traded out himself. Speedy working his way down and around, 30 to 45 in favor of the Dingoes right now. America on the tank gets mowed down, and now Moosey working his way around, getting ready for P3. Moosey on a 5 spree, which just got terminated. Kalen is right there at the corner of P3 as it goes live right about now, 60-30 in favor of the Dingoes. Moosey gets taken down, or Kalen gets taken down. Speedy trying to work his way around on a 5 spree on the bridge right now. Takes a quick peek, quick reload. Now he's watching down that walkway into the event room, but Sydney was doing nothing but holding that hill as they're up down to 75 breeze. Kalen tries, he gets mowed down by James. James is trying to do a little house cleaning of his own as we're watching Hawk. Oh man, let the bullfrog talk to Speedy, working his way around as we get ready to rotate to this P4. Hawk tosses down a trophy. Man, oh man, but he gets mowed down by Moosey. Kookie up on the deck there, sending some rounds. America hops up, says, hi, how you doing? But gets taken down. Kookie working his way back up to the bridge. Freeze up top. Done by a Simtex and gets taken out as we get ready, as we go ahead to this P4.
Yeah, that P4 looking all and mighty. The Sydney Dingoes did start off this entire game on the back foot, but a strong P2 hold. Almost perfect, I would say. Brought them right into this game, and now the Maui Chums are looking the ones down the barrel of defeat. And they need this very early on, though. It's very early as Speedy finds that beautiful two-piece to bring himself and his scoreline even further forward. 13-6 already. That's a pretty cool score.
25-39 in favor of the Dingoes. Breeze tossed the hello there. It does connect as we get ready to kick into the P4. Looks like the rest of this scrap time's going to go to Valley as we kick in to this P5. Oh man, as America gets mowed down, Kalen also gets taken out. Speedy working his way around. 130-45 in favor of the Dingoes. The hill is still white. Hawk, man, he's just going to town. And now, here goes Moosey. 74U in hand. Hawk with the bullfrog. There goes the trophy. Making his way up. Oh, man, doesn't even make it all the way up the stairs. James watching the bridge. Dave going out. Freeze with the tech or battle hardened. But, oh, man, not even able to do anything. And it is just a major left, right, and center gunfight at P5. 139-60 in favor of the Dingoes, as it looks like Maui is going to go ahead and get the scrap time on this P5 hill. Moosey gets mowed down. Hawk's going to own the hill for the next 8 seconds. 139-72. Hawk sending some rounds all over the tank. Doesn't hit anybody, but gets taken down by Speedy. And here we go to a fresh set of rotations. 139-74 in favor of the Dingoes.
Yeah, brilliant start if you are the Dingoes. Happy with that control, but that P5, they just weren't confident, weren't feeling it. They allowed a lot of time to come back at them. Lead still looking good, but it's clear. I would say it's pretty clear that Sydney Dingoes, they're quite happy happy with this game. They clearly remember their rotations, they remember the movement patterns, and we're seeing a more dominant Dingo side. However, and this is the big however, Maui, now they've got the pattern, now they know where they need to go, and they've been reminded of the movement. They're coming in, a few more kills, the feed slowly turning blue, and the Maui Chums coming straight back into this game.
295 in favor of the Dingoes. Maui, oh man, speed gets thrown down and we get ready to go. But it's not looking good. Kooky, or America right now, quick reload as we get ready to go to the radar dish. It kicked off right now, 142, 108. Maui is hard at work, catching up. Kooky tossing one over in there, doesn't connect. MWIII working his way in. Then Taylor catches. Oh man, Taylor got caught by MWIII. Now all MWIII had. There we go. Quick, onto the trophy on a 3-3 right now for MWIII. Kooky takes one, but gets taken out himself. Hawk working his way across with that crit stick. Is he able to do anything? Speedy in the corner. Watching the door over there, tag dance just avoiding a stun. Hi, how you doing? Please get off my hill. There's one there too. Oh, the Diamante comes back out. And then the 74U gets a quick reload. 168, 169, 115 in favor of the Dingoes. As looks like the rest of this time is going to go in favor of Sydney. And we get ready to go over
one more
for P3.
Time. One more time, we go to P3, and I tell you what, that scoreline just keeps on growing. Sydney, happy with what they've been given, happy with the score they've produced, but the spawns are not where they want it, and they've got to keep themselves alive. Freeze able to trade, but takes his life in the process, but it's all MWIII. MWIII is the playmaker. He is the one really finding his rhythm, finding those gaps and making those breaks. Kooky! Oh my! Finding the two-piece, getting things alive, and now the Sydney Dingoes just take another step forward in the terms of their kills, but they weren't able to gain any hill time here. So they have to look to the other side of the map, look back all the way to Curtains to P5, and see if they can take the more difficult site.
182 to 124 in favor of the Dingoes right now. Oh man, Kalen gets taken down by Kooky, who ducks right back down behind the boxes. Hawk, great. Oh man, there we go. He was starting on P5, and he gets mowed down. P5 just kicks in work on the hill right now, but it doesn't matter. Taylor's going to come around and do some house cleaning. He gets taken down himself. MWIII doesn't even get up onto the bridge. He takes him out of the control room. Quick reload. Aiden going off around him, tosses another one upstairs along with the stun. James works his way over to the bridge, takes down one. He goes ahead and takes down Taylor. Breeze gets taken down. MWIII takes him down. Two others trying to come from around the tank. James, he gets mowed down from that box over there. Hawk keeps a close eye. Working his way back, trying to work over the tank, but gets mowed down. Speedy takes down Taylor. Here we go. The hill has went white. 4-5, 136 in favor of the Sydney Dingoes. Sydney steps back onto there with they got a good size stack on the 44 to Jim. And here we go. Another quick center rotation typer.
I tell you what, that was the most dead time that I've seen in any competitive Call of Duty for a long, long time, and I think it's going to be even more dead coming into this P5. A lot of positioning, a lot of angles you just have to cover off, and both sides are now standing here going, well, we do need to get on point. Maui Chums going to be the first to get onto it, and again, straight away, dead time seen again, and we posed the question here, minute 11 on the time clock. Well, it could get close here. Another 20 seconds aired could be the make or break, but no, the scraps going in favor of Maui. But no, we know Vent's going to get claimed. We know who likes that, and that's going to be more Sydney's control as they start to rotate over.
I have only clock go completely to 0 one time in my entire time playing or casting as we go ahead. And now, I stand corrected, we start over with a fresh set of rotation 51. And we got MWIII onto the hill. going to do a little cover. Kooky on a 5 spree right now. Looking from Kookie's point of view, and nobody is on the hill. I think that back. England just outside, just doing some mowing. Lucy holds down the hill. England trying to clean the hill off. Trophy being set down. Now Hawk working his way up onto that platform. Sees one, shoots one, doesn't get anybody. Hi, Merca, how you doing? Takes goes ahead, takes you down. And then here we go. We get Red on the hill again. 233, 164 in favor of the Dingoes. Dane trying to do some house cleaning. He's on a 3 spree, but he got taken down. Freeze working his way around. Freeze is going to go ahead on that hill for a few more seconds. Hawk already set up at P2 at the radar dish, watching outside. America going to try to clean him off the hill, but that don't matter. 241, 172 as we go to P2.
Yeah, and P2's been the money hill every single time, so you've got to block it down. But the more time it contests, the more time the game clock is going to run down. But Sydney found the break. They have now the opportunity. 4 seconds left to go. It's a mad rush if you're Maui. Is there time? There's no time indeed. Sydney Dingoes take it 250, 178.
Wow.
And that really came back. It was looking confident, it was looking dominant, but then just when you thought it was over and done, Maui just found a way to crawl out of the grave.
I could have sworn that it was going to be 100-point club for
just staying south, which is exactly what the Sydney Dingoes are going to look to do. And off the get-go, First Blood, Kooky will say thank you very much.
Here we go. Moosey sends another one down, taking down Hawk, making it 4v2. Moosey is your bomb carrier right now. Murica, oh man, gets mowed down. Kalen's all that's left for Maui. This is going to be a quick round for Sydney. They won't even have to get the plant done because there we go. Sydney Dingoes take it 1-0.
Straight away, that you could see that they read the whole plan like a book. Of course, we didn't get to see the exact star, what was thrown, what was the reason for that initial rotation to come through, but nonetheless, the rotation went through perfectly, and in doing so, able to capitalize and trap the Maui Chums into this horrible situation. Dingoes read it like a book.
That they did. Sydney did not even have to get a plant to take the round. So here we go. Let's see how Maui answers on their offensive round. Hawk is your bomb carrier, looking from Kookie's point of view. Looks like he's heading onto that B side. Yeah, he's heading over onto that B side. And along with all of Maui just coming at once, all of Sydney coming at once. Speedy drawing the first blood on the freeze, but getting traded out. James setting some rounds. He goes ahead, he catches one. Hawk is all that's left for the Maui Chums. Is he going to be able to do anything? Tossing a hello there. James takes him down. Sydney off the bagel. No, I take that back. Sydney off the breadstick. They jump ahead 2-0.
That was quick. Done the way they needed it. Again, both sides, they didn't give anything away. The natural pathway forces you to the B side. And in doing so, Speedy just came out, made sure he made his presence known, got the entire team information, and then Sydney could just wrap around, start to deny that rotation to come through, and I knew what that emote was.
Yeah,
I knew what was coming. Kooky!
Oh, man.
Kooky!
Moosey is your bomb carrier. Kooky, come on now. Don't be doing that. Cover Moosey like you're supposed to. There's a hello there. And it looks like everybody's heading over onto that B side. Speedy drawing the first blood onto Freeze. Kooky is your bomb carrier now. It is a 2v3. Hawk, give it plenty of coverage. Kooky takes Hawk down. Kalen's all that's left. Kalen, can you do it? It is a 3-on-1. Bomb not even planted. Now I take that back. Kooky just planted the bomb at the B bomb site. Kalen's got a lot of work to do. Got to take down 3 dingoes and then get a defuse.
A lot of pressure is going to be riding on this, but Kalen Just needs to draw the 1v1s. Only 3 left, so possibility, but 26 seconds left to go. Might want to opt for the Ninja Defuse because the opportunities are not looking all too good, but instead he's going to go for the engagement. That's the first. That's an opportunity, but in doing so gives away his location. He'll be able to damage James all the way down, but just not enough. Sydney Dingoes once again take the round, and they are now 3 rounds away from taking this map.
As we Kooky with the play of the game. One comes over, gets the plant.
Well,
all while aborting that nice little twist, that little crank. We all know what's going on. Maui on the offense, Sydney on the defense. Kalen's point of view. Let's get it on. There we go. Hawk is your bomb carrier. Still looking from Kalen's point of view. Everybody's looking to meet at B. That's where the party is as we head down through. James, he's one. Oh, man, he gets bullets from both sides, but Freeze drawing the first blood onto James. Kooky gets mowed down himself. 4v2. Kalen, watching left, watching right, setting up over at the bomb. Speedy, taking a nice little break there at the. Oh, man, Speedy's all that's left. Come on. Oh, man, Maui off the donut. 3-1.
Yeah, and cleanly done. That an early engagement was the massive help. And then the reinforcements, 2 of them had gone north. So that B site was fully open, while A site was just left and covered. So what do? You have to start rotating back, and now you're running into sight lines, while Maui was starting to situate themselves. They were starting to get themselves in post-plant positions, and in doing so, you just walk into the sight lines. But this is I can start to see more and more while professionally why people do not like this map, because everyone attacks B, and if you try and go A, the sidelines are huge. Kalen's gonna get the first blood, take that, make that 2, and then it's gonna be a full Maui Chums domination. Full sweep and a clean wipe.
Wow, Maui off the breadstick, still behind 3-2. Let's look at the play of the round here from Kalen. 1, 2. Does he get the 3-peat? Doesn't get the 3-piece, but oh, yes he does, because there's Kooky. Gets the 3-piece. Ooh, pretty. Sydney. I'll bet Sydney gets to go ahead and get the book out and start thinking about how to do this, because Maui is not going to take this laying down, especially now that they are on offense. Murica is the bomb carriers. Kalen working his way through the lobby. Heading upstairs, looks like he's going to set up over by the poolside.
Yeah, and they are actually going to try and reattempt an A push. Hasn't worked before, but you can understand why people avoid the A push because of how open this site is. Kooky, able to get that first blood, will finally get traded out. So this is information now. And Sydney start to reposition themselves to try and cover that crossfire. Catch them while they're rotating. MWIII getting behind enemy lines. He's walked past 2. Oh, this is horrible. He's literally walked past 2, and bomb carrier's just ahead, and he is going to get caught out if he's not careful. And there's the death. MWIII. Oh, no. This is the disaster on Sydney's side.
Oh, wow. Maui tied it up. 3 apiece. Wowzers. That right there. That was a great play by Speedy.
Well, tell you what, that's one way to get things going and get things back into momentum. 3 straight wins for Sydney Dingoes, then 3 straight back by the Maui Chums. Well, you're going to...
We got us an S&D match here, Hyper. That's all there is to it. We have us an S&D match. MWIII is your bomb carrier. Kooky up on the bus, give her some coverage. MWIII, oh man, Hawk drawing the first blood on the MWIII. The bomb, oh, James picked the bomb up. James gets knocked down. So Kooky is all that's left. 3v1. Bomb is down at B, basically. So Kooky has a lot of work to do. 2v1. Kalen and Murica looking for Kooky. Come out wherever you are. Oh, there we go. Maui, jump ahead, 4-3.
Wow. Who would have thought that being in a deficit brings you right the way back? We started off this game, if we remember back to our hard point, Maui weren't looking strong, they weren't looking comfortable, and they were on the back foot throughout the entire game, and Sydney took that map 1, but going into map 2, Sydney had that confidence and the momentum, but it's almost like they smelt the pot of coffee, woken up, and taken advantage. They're learning as they're going, and clearly they're quick learners, because they've learnt where Sydney like to push, how aggressive they are as well, because Sydney, you're going to have to slow down as Freeze unable to make that kill.
Goes out, it doesn't catch anybody. MWIII is the bomb carrier. MWIII draws first blood on the MWIII. Hawk over there, over on the stairs. He's being very cautious as James on the other side. Oh man, he barely missed Hawk running out the door. Freeze working his way around. Going to take a nice flank over into the alley, heading onto that B side. Hawk. Man, here we go. Freeze. One round at B. James is all that's left. Is he going to be able to do anything? Nope. Maui. Now ahead, 5-3.
Match point. Well, map point. And what can you say except for this is more like it. This is more what we expected for a matchup. And it's almost like Maui have decided to up the tempo. They're going a little bit faster now. They're feeling more confident in doing so. So they're able to push these corners, push these angles, make sure that they are sliding in practically and getting those kills off the early. And Sydney, they don't have a response. They don't know how to respond to the same aggression they've been applying to Maui for the last few rounds. And now, behind, as James will finally get a first blood for Sydney's side. And a little bit of hope reopens up for them.
Does MWIII is your bomb carrier right now as Hawk set up over on that B side, trophy in place. Doesn't see Kooky running up towards him. Oh man, in the bar. Oh, little fisticuffs, but guess what? Gets taken down. MWIII working his way onto that A side. Is he going to try an A plant? Sees MWIII. Kalen is all that is left for the Maui Chums, and Kalen is steadily covering B. So that A plant is going to happen sooner than we think. Because there we go. If I'm looking at the mini map right, looking at that number 3, that player, that MWIII, 29 seconds left. We're going to see that jump into a 45 as the bomb is planted at A. Kalen's got a lot of work to do.
Kalen got a beautiful shot on. I didn't even see the player before the death happened, but still, he is now in a 1v2, a doable scenario. He's got to be careful as he enters into the site, as into the visitor center. He stands. Speedy, just around the corner. Look behind you. He's going to get caught out as Sydney Dingoes tie it up. It's going to be, well, it's going to be interesting for sure.
Howzard. Here we go. We're still at map point, but Sydney is catching up. They want us to have a round 11 sooner than we're anticipating, which I'm not going to complain at all. Here we go. Let's get it on. Kalen is your bomb carrier right now as everybody's going to be for the big party. This is the longest part of the round, just everybody going over to B. MWIII working his way around, takes down America, drawing the first blood and MWIII is traded out. It's a 3v2 right now. Stun going off. Nade going off. Kalen is all that's left. 1v3. I mean, it is. Okay. Mid-sentence, Sydney ties it up 5-5. We're going to a round 11.
Round 11, where both sides are now awake. They've smelt the pot of coffee, and they know exactly how to play this game, how to play this match. And even though this is probably the most hated search and destroy map, tell you what, man, Coffee, this has led us to some fantastic Call of Duty, even though it's been B-side dominated.
Yes, it has. I mean, they should just get rid of the A side, leave the B. Murica's your bomb carrier right now is Speedy. Oh, man, Freeze drawing the first blood on to Speedy. Trying to get around the bus or over the bus. It just didn't happen. Kooky making his way upstairs. Oh, man, does he? Yes, he does. He gets Freeze. So it's a 3-on-3 right now. Bomb is still hot. Hawk working his way over onto that B side. Moosey giving coverage from upstairs with a trophy put down. There it is. It's a 3-on-2. Kalen and Murica are all that are left. Kalen on that A side. Where's Murica? Murica's over at the boat waiting for the all clear. Kalen watching the street, making his way back through the visitor center. Kooky just inside of it, just outside. Oh, yeah, right there at the desk of the visitor center. Hi, how you doing, Kooky? Kooky's taken down 2v2. 24 seconds left in the map. Kalen tossing a trophy down, but giving some great coverage onto that A side. Moosey trying to work his way around, sees the trophy, sends some rounds up. Moosey is all that's left. Kalen's all that's left. 8 seconds left. Sydney take map number 2, 6-5.
Dominance. Absolute dominance that round. Good methodical play. The A site is the harder one to plant, so you just have to take things slower, and they took it slower. Yeah.
That is very true. As we're watching from James's point of view, Sydney on the offense, Maui on the defense. Oh, man, Kalen drawing the first blood, but getting traded out. Moosey working his way upstairs towards mid. Now he's going to double back, do a quick reload of that 74U. Yeah, while you're there, head over onto that. Oh, man, Murica watching for money, tossing a nade, doesn't connect. And here we go. Murica in the kitchen, gets mowed down. And then Moosey himself, or whichever one it was, just got mowed down. Kooky it was. Now Speedy making his way out of money. Oh, the Hawk taking it down. 1 life advantage right now for the Sydney Dingoes as we are on B right now. 1 ticket B for the Sydney Dingoes. Ticket a half. Small, it was a small stack on that B point. Word to Jim's, but they're still occupying that B side. We're going to come up now with 2 ticks at B. Hyper, here we go. Here's where, Moosey gets mowed down. Kooky. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Kooky back onto that B hill. Let's go. And we had James on the A hill, but it doesn't rightly matter. Kalen goes ahead. That B point is now secure. We have another minute to play with.
Oh, they have another minute and a good form rotation. You could see that they were able to make that break. They went north, able to get the opening picks, and they went to mid, forcing the spawns to go down south. Now they need to do the same story, because right now those spawns are landing in the mid area, so they need to bring the players down, but it doesn't matter. I tell you what, that was quick, done, dusted, and before the time I could explain what they were trying to do. That's the round to Sydney on an attack.
All 6 points captured by the Sydney Dingoes. Kooky with the play of the round. Nice little bit of house cleaning right there onto that B point. Now, let's see how Maui answers on their offensive round.
Well, let's see what they can pull out. They've got to be able to win this round. Come back, level pegging in this game. And off to the races these fine gentlemen go. And this time they're looking to go south. There's an opening. Nade's not going to be going well. Speedy's taking out his own teammate. And straight onto point. Maui, again, it done. But look at James. A good flanked round. And this is where they need to keep their eyes out. There's 1. There's 2. He's happy with it. He gets a little distracted by the trophy. And Hawk is left alive. Well, not for long. And Sydney really have spread themselves out and trying to go as advanced as they can to try and stop Maui with this fantastic stack.
Here we go. Tick and a half at A, full stack, or now down to a small stack at A. Word to Jim's, 2 ticks at A for the Maui Chums. 2.5 ticks. Kooky trying to clean out the ring. It doesn't matter. That A point is secured. We have another minute to play with. Hawk down up. Oh, man, down in the wheelbarrow. He just empties the magazine to make sure he's dead. But Moosey catches up with the 74U. And, man, we have if my math is correct, 5 life advantage for the Maui Chums right now on their offensive round. Freeze on the B hill. Freeze gets taken off the B hill by Kooky. Speedy
Wow.
working up the back steps towards the middle, trying to catch him coming out of the garage. Oh man, you could spawn trap him there in the garage real easy. Moosey gets mowed down. 1:30 left in this second round. Murica in the middle. Nade going out. Doesn't connect. Moosey coming up from behind. Ouch, that hurt.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a full-on onslaught for Maui as they've been throwing bodies at this, but so have Sydney, and it's very much a case of if you can get a full wipe, you just push right into their spawns, and this has allowed Sydney to have a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of opportunity to keep Maui back, but now finally Maui right on the doorsteps, and Freeze coming in with a double, says thank you very much. And now Maui look to take the final point. The lives advantage is greater. It's 7 lives different. Hawk can't seem to get the angle. He knows where he is. He's going to fall. And the progression gets paused only briefly because Freeze is there to be able to back up. 4 lives remaining for the Sydney Dingoes. And it's down to those 4. A 5 spree in play. Got taken out. And it's a matter of do or die.
Definitely do or die. Moosey does a little mowing down on the Freeze. Speedy is the last one left for the Sydney Dingoes. They're in the kitchen. Make me some coffee while you're there. Here we go. 1 ticket B. Small stack. Word to Jim as Speedy works his way around. Tries to do some house cleaning, but Maui tie it up off the bagel. 1 apiece.
Yeah, and I love the final stack there. Just make sure that you're all in one place because no matter what, at least everyone's aiming the same place. Risky, but I do believe there's a trophy out, but so that negated the problem. That's not as clean. Not as clean from Maui. You could see that they were really trying to pull Sydney around the map, but nothing was sticking. And Sydney, as soon as they had that full wipe, what did they do? Push right into their spawns. Made sure they got right up in that business.
As we're looking from Moosey's point of view right now, it looks like everybody's making their charge over onto that A side. Boom, we have a small stack on that A hill. Word to Jim's as the time starts to progress. We're up to 1 ticket A for the Sydney Dingoes. Ticket a half. Kooky covered from the backside. Murica drawing the first blood. Moosey watching the office, but gets taken down. It doesn't matter. 2 ticks at A, but we have a contest. Moosey going to try to clean things, or Murica going to try to clean things up. 2 ticks at A right now for the Sydney Dingoes. Takes out the trophy. Murica reloads. Getting ready to make that quick toss. 1, 2. Wowzers. Kalen with the Diamante. Tries to get him outside the art room. Now James working his way up to mid. Oh, man. Sees Freeze. Oh, and then Freeze gets traded out. Kooky making his way over. On the B hill. Moosey on the hill now. James back and forth. Oh, man. Murica on a 5 spree right now. But we are still collecting time on. We're still at 2.5 ticks on that A side for the Sydney Dingoes. Man.
But this is what happens when you get fully wiped. Look how far up the Maui Chums have pushed themselves. They were able to defend brilliantly, get a couple of spawn traps. And once again, Sydney low on lives, and Maui's looking all too confident, all too happy with a mass advantage. 22-7. I don't think I've called out those numbers for a hot minute unless it was the great challengers doing their work against players who weren't expecting it. But nonetheless, Sydney trying for something. They've got good progression onto A. They got a good progression onto B. They just need a lifeline. 2 lives left. 1 life left. It's not going to happen. No matter what they throw, no matter what they do, Maui have got it covered.
Wow, 2-1 in favor of the Maui Chums. Holy cow. And throughout all the excitement, I've lost count of who's ahead on ticks. Should we have to go to a round 5 as we see Kalen with the play of the round on this raid control.
into round number 4, this is. And now, if you are Sydney, you really, really need this defensive win. It's going to be hard, but it is doable. We've just seen it is doable as immediately off the get-go, it's going to be all in favor of Maui. Just by 1 life, so nothing too major, but Kalen getting that first tick going through. And Maui Chums, happy with this positioning, happy with what they're doing, even though they've got players so far advanced and they are leaving Kalen out for the dry. They are able to spawn north and quickly push to B and take out MWIII and very much take some more control.
As Speedy works his way down the back steps. Oh man, didn't see Murica run right through him. Literally, Murica getting the kill on that one. James, he gets mowed down one way or the other. MWIII gets knocked out of money. Kalen, we have a tick and 2 ticks at B right now. Small stack at B working gems as Kalen gets taken out. Speedy gets taken out outside the B hill. It's still a small stack on that. No, not a small stack at B anymore. Now we got Kalen on that A side trying to draw some fire, trying to do some distraction. We got 2 ticks at A right now, 2.5. We have a full stack on A. That A point is secured. We have another minute to play with. All Maui needs for the win is half a tick on B.
Yeah, but that's going to get cleared out. Clearly, Speedy knows the pressure if you do not start clearing. So now it's down to only a quarter done and fully cleared from here onwards. So yeah, you want to get rid of it. But look at Freeze. He's able to do a wraparound. He's going to be happy with this positioning. Going to get straight onto point. Get players to start moving out. Start coming back to the point so they're able to pinch them in. And he just needs to wait. That's all he needs to do and not get caught out. Speedy jumps in, able to find that frag, and it's all down to a good break, which is something Maui just can't find right now. They can't find their way through because Sydney have just taken the next step up.
Yes, they have. And there's a 4-life advantage right now for the Maui Chums as MWIII takes the man. Oh, man, he goes ahead, takes Kalen out of the tiki bar. And MWIII covering himself down at mid right now. 1 left in the round. Or it could be a minute left in the map. MWIII sending some rounds. And, oh, man, Kalen gets knocked out of the middle. Freeze. Sydney down to 4 lives. Maui, all they have to do is just play some TDM, and this game is over. There we go. Down to 3%. Sydney down to 2. A 6-life advantage for the Maui Chums. Speedy is all that's left for the Sydney Dingoes. Speedy on the hill. Speedy gets taken down. Maui take the control. 3-1.
3-1, and they seem happy with that, and I'm not surprised. I would be happy too. This is how a Cold War should be played.
Oh, yeah.
And Freeze stepping up to the plate.
Yeah, the initial blue spawn, P3, the garage, as, who was it? Murica draws the first blood. As here we go. We have a major contest on P1 already. And Sydney is going to go ahead and start putting their tent stakes down. Hawk working his way around, trying to do some house cleaning. Kooky gets mowed down. And then James aiming up at Laundry. But Murica coming around. Oh, man, but he gets taken down. Freeze just outside pillars. Speedy gets, see what I mean? It's just all that you don't know one way or the other. This is a great hard point map, although I prefer it for control. Hawk working his way around. He's getting ready to get set up onto that P2, which everybody should be heading to the kitchen. And I can use some more coffee, guys. Hint, hint. Kalen trying to cover the outside. Willie trying to go through money. Oh, man, Speedy just gets traded out by Murica there in the middle. MWIII doing some cleanup over there on the rock. But here we go as we kick into P2, 53-5 in favor of the Dingoes.
Tell you what, if you can lock down P2, it can become a mini money hill, and that's exactly what the Sydney Dingoes are going to take advantage of. They got players in all corners right now. Their lurker gone, so Free's going to jump into point, unable to find anybody, so that's not going to work. Kuki is left alive on that point. He dives, he's got the MWIII out, and it does not work for himself. And to tell you what, even with the pressure of Maui Chums and a little bit contested, look at that scoreline. 79-80-7. Jesus Christ. That is definitely a massive scoreline. And if you're Maui, well, you've got to be heading over to the garage. You've got to be picking out the best car you can and driving away with it.
Oh, yeah, you definitely need to as P3 kicks off 82-13 in favor of the Sydney Dingoes. Moosey is already set up on a toolbox. He's covering. Oh, man, tries to get into the weight room and gets mowed down as Murica, covered from the backside, gets taken out by Speedy. Kuki, man, he gets a quick hello there, but that tag mask saved him. But it doesn't matter. Maui has a full hold on this garage hill right now as Kalen, or Hawk, watching the back door. Oh, it takes Kuki off the air conditioner. Oh, man, and Speedy comes in and just does some mowing. Kalen on a 5 spree right now. Hawk is all that's left on this garage hill right now. 86-48 in favor of the Dingoes. Kuki stepped on there, so there is a contest. Oh, there was, as the P3 hill goes ahead and winds down. Maui's going to go ahead and get the rest of this scrap time. 86-57 in favor of the Sydney Dingoes as we go to the basketball court for P4.
Yeah, they better be shooting some threes somewhere from the Maui Chums because they need some more points for sure as they slowly and progressively make their way over. A quick peek into money. Yeah, Kalen's got that covered, but James, here's the information, does not allow anything to go through, and now the Sydney Dingoes start to build that lead again. The points adding and adding up. Maui, well, you're stuck at the outside of the court, so you want to be shooting some twos, you've got to be shooting some threes, lay up something or another. But instead, you're in the crossfire of Speed and James. And just when you thought there's going to be a little bit more hope, it all gets taken away.
Oh, man, Kuki just gets mowed down. Hawk tried to do the fancy trick shot, but he gets taken down himself as it's 131-58 in favor of the Dingoes right now. Free's going to go ahead, hold the hill down. Moosey, you're in the wrong spot because the P5 hill is the middle of the map. Everybody needs to go to the middle. Kuki worked his way up the stairs. There's a nade. Does it connect? No, it doesn't. Oh, but bullets connected to James. Kalen just outside trying to do some mowing down. Speedy working his way up. You can't wallbang that. Kalen on a 3 spree right now. 140-62 in favor of the Dingoes. Murica tries to do some cleaning out of the middle. Oh, man, but he gets cleared across the lane by Moosey, and then Moosey gets traded out. Hawk goes ahead, makes his way over to P1 for where we start the new rotation. Speedy at the corner, giving coverage. Watch it from that garage spawn. 160-62 in favor of the Dingoes right now. James gets mowed down just outside of pillars as Freeze is holding down that P5 hill. I don't know what I was thinking there, Kuki. Moosey holding down the hill, but everybody's making their way over to P1 for a fresh set of rotations. 163-67 in favor of Sydney.
Tell you what, even though it's baby steps from mid and all the way down to the ring, it is very, very much who's going to be the first one to get there, and Sydney are the first ones to do so. They were able to clear out Maui, they were able to create those sight lines, and in doing so, now they have that control. They can't win it here. They can't win it on this hill, so they will have to look to go to the kitchen, and I tell you what, Coffee's been asking for it. He needs another cup, because if they're going to go even further, and for Maui to get out of the 100-point club, they need the espresso.
They need to hit the full. They need to drink a full pot. That's all I can say on that. Sydney is just owning this P1 hill right now, as Kuki is going to go ahead try to get the rest of the scrap time. 202-67 as Speedy. Oh man, gets a few love taps into him, but you can wallbang that rock. Murica in the kitchen already. Where's my coffee, guy? P2 kicking off right about now. 210-67 in favor of the Dingoes. All Sydney needs is a good 40 seconds of owning this hill. Maui's going to prevent that left, right, and center hawk on the hill right now. Kooky trying to work his way. Oh, no, you ain't going through, buddy, because Kago's going to prevent that. Freeze over in the middle of the map, trying to make sure nobody comes over from the garage side. Speedy on the flank, comes in the money. Boom, there we go. Takes one down, takes out the trophy. 217.83 in favor of Sydney, as Sydney keeps the tent peg planted on this PL2 hill. James working through, doing a lot of house cleaning, and Freeze following up, cleaning up for Maui.
Tell you what, there's been a lot of times where Sydney could just take the foot off the accelerator and just allow things to cruise home. They could have sacrificed the kitchen. They could have just let Maui take that hill all the way, but instead they want it done and dusted, and they're wanting the 100-point club to be instated. They want to make sure that they're living the terrible nightmare. 8 seconds for Maui, so they're out of the worst case scenario, and I think they will pull it through. But you know, Sydney want it done.
Just out of it.
Through the back they go. Moosey's got it, found a break onto point. Now he just needs to hold for 3 more seconds. Make that 2. 1 more to go. Done and dusted. Sydney Dingoes have brought this to a map 5 where we go and take this to the express line.
No, Sydney won it. That means they took the series 3-1.
Oh, they took the series. Oh, I got
102. Maui just got out of the 100-point club, but man, this was